What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with my one of the 57 or the 66. I'm actually leaning towards the 66. If you guys remember, I had a 69 Chevelle SS, like real numbers matching, even the color, everything was perfect and like the way it was built on that car. If you think about the 69 Chevelle, if you guys remember it, I'm thinking of going the same direction with the 66 Impala. So here with us today, we've got a few guests. We've got Santa's Workshop. We've got Delbert from Everything Changes 23 on YouTube. We've got Courtney, Delbert's daughter, who does not have a YouTube yet. Maybe she'll get there. Maybe she'll get there. And everybody's favorite, Monkey Wrench Mike.
I knew it was coming.
Monkey Wrench Mike is in the house. We're picking up literally. I just turned the camera off and just turned it right back on again. That's how 90% of videos get made. People just don't realize it. So today on the Impala, oh boy, this is, I had to buy some things because my compression gauge, funny enough, only had one size, and it was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway in this engine. It just kind of tried to go right in there. So we've got a new compression gauge, and that is the top of my priority list today, is to run a compression check on all these cylinders. In the last video, we took it apart. We found out we've got solid lifters. We found out we've got 1.7 roller rockers. And we found out that this engine is built with some pretty high dollar components. And it would have come like this factory. The Winters Circle intake manifold, $1,000. These cylinder heads are $2,200 bare. So there is a ton of money in this big block. All we got to do is get it to run. I also would like, I probably won't do that in this video, but I would like to get my feeler gauges out and try to figure out exactly where the valve lash is currently set on this. I'm going to ignore valve lash for now. We're going to start with a compression test, and then we're going to start with adding plug wires. And I even got, look, I got these too, just in case. The Amazon specials, the high dollar.
Oh, yeah.
Good quality, I'm sure.
Nothing but the best.
Yeah, but look, it matches the color of the engine. Well, when the engine had fresh paint on it anyway, it matched pretty good.
I've got a set of those in black for mine.
Okay, see? So we're going to put these on here, and I got better plug wires, so I'm hoping that by the time this is back together, with new spark plugs too, I got the, where did they go? Right here.
Right.
These are the only ones I could find that were in stock. These spark plugs are very, very hard to find in stock. We got these AC Delco rapid fires. These are the part number. This is the best part, man. 4. The part number. And it doesn't want to. There we go. Yeah, so part number 4, if you've got a big block Chevy, there you go. Just go to the parts store, say, I want those AC Delco number 4s. In the last video, we ran some of the numbers. We tried to find the number on the pad here, but unfortunately, there isn't one. So I'm guessing somebody ground it off, or there's been some work done to this. I don't know. But the pad has nothing on it. That pad number was invaluable. It's unfortunate that it's gone.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's maybe it's a stolen engine. No serial number for you. All right, guys, let's start with something real simple. Engine's ice cold. Let's just grab this compression gauge. We'll just go down the list here and cylinder by cylinder, see if she's got compression in all 8. And if she does, well, I think then it's just a matter of putting it back together, trying to get the timing set, adjusting the float bowls. That's very, very important. And the idle mixture once we get all the rest of that done. So let's get started. Okay, so normally I would film with you guys. The problem is, even with the new kit, nothing fits this engine because the spark plugs have to go so far in there. Stay. They got to go so far in there. Come on. And yeah, these aren't cutting it. It doesn't work. So I had to do kind of this old school method where you put the little rubber deal on there and you got to hold it on each one. We did a compression check. And Santa took down the numbers. You guys, this is the lowest cylinder was cylinder number 2 at 145. The highest was 190, and we had 190 on cylinder 3, 7, and 8. Then we had 175 on 5, 175 on 1, 145 on number 2, 180 on number 4, 185 on number 6. All of those are
good numbers.
That is
phenomenal numbers.
That is, it's insanity.
Well, all except for number 2, all those numbers are
Well within spec.
wonderful to be that close together.
Yes. Yeah, number 2 is a little concerning, but number 2 should still fire. That's plenty of compression to burn oxygen and gasoline.
And
So
you had a good statement a while ago that it could be the ring stuck.
yeah, this engine has been not run for like over 20 years,
Yeah.
except for when it got on TV for a very short time, and then it went right back to a barn again.
Right.
And when I first got it, I promise you it had no compression on almost any cylinder because it was blowing oil. It blew the oil cap off.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, it was bad. It even blew the seal out for the dipstick tube. I mean, it was it was. I mean, you can tell it's a high compression engine,
Yeah.
right?
No doubt, no doubt.
Compression was going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's going backwards. I think for the most part, we've got everything where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I wish I knew who built this motor, and I wish they could tell us like, hey, this is what you got.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave the valves alone. Obviously, the valves seem to be working.
Yes.
So I think we're good there. I think it's just a matter of putting the new plugs on, putting the new plug wires on, and trying to adjust it to where we actually have a little bit of maneuverability on the distributor there, because the way this wants to run, the only way you're going to get it to run without shooting fireballs, either out of the carb or out of the exhaust, is you got to run it all the way this way. Ooh. That's a hot wire, sorry. You got to run it all the way into the intake manifold. So what we need to do is adjust those plug wires back like by 1, so that it should give us some room to be able to actually adjust the timing on this. You know, I even have a timing light. Can you believe that?
You do.
I don't have a dwell meter.
Well,
I've never used one, so I wouldn't.
you have a vacuum gauge.
I do have a vacuum. Yeah, I have a vacuum gauge. Yes, I do.
That right there is the best way to check timing on this thing.
Well, now I don't know where the vacuum gauge is. Mike, do you have the vacuum gauge? Have you seen the vacuum gauge?
No.
Well, it's around here somewhere. I'm going to disconnect the battery here just to make sure no accidents happen. And I guess what we're going to do, guys, I'm not going to film any of this, but we're just going to start kind of throwing. That
Parts
sounds
at
good.
it.
We're going to throw it back together. Plugs and wires and cap and rotor, and I'll probably leave the vacuum advance disconnected for a little while longer, and if we still end up having timing issues, I'll run the vacuum advance directly to, not ported vacuum, but to full-time manifold vacuum, just to give it an extra, I don't know, 8 or so degrees when you first fire it up. So we're just going to toss this thing back together. Valve covers, the works, and it's going to run perfect.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gonna start, run, drive. Does it stop? That's the question.
It stops great. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes, 4-link in the back, tubular control arms. Yeah, she's definitely set up to play, man. What a fun car. Okay, but it's not going to do us any good until we get the parts put back on the engine. All right.
What?
That didn't take long at all.
Yeah.
We got sparkulators, lightning hoses, got a lightning whirler.
Who's
What?
running the show here?
Vice Grip Garage, of course. Hey, I watch Vice Grip all the time. How do you think I know so much about these classic cars? What we did is we put number 1 where number 2 used to be. So now I think we should have plenty of adjustment. The problem is we don't know exactly where the distributor is going to need to be, you know? And this car loves shooting fireballs, man. It'll either shoot massive fireballs this way, or it makes the backfires are, right? You remember where it shook the whole town?
Yeah.
It did. It was like an earthquake, man. It was like, boom. And Mike was like, what was that? And I said, that was a backfire. That's so.
See the brush across the street on fire?
Yeah. That's from my exhaust. So I guess we can just, I got the coil hooked up, distributor's reconnected, plug wires are on, alternator is on. No. That's instant death to this poor motor. You might as well just throw water down the carburetor. No, in an emergency, we will use the fire extinguisher. But otherwise, we have this nice little rag right here.
I got it damp.
It's wet, so that little rag that'll do it. We need to put a jump on this thing because the battery is pretty well dead. Let's get all the tools off here, and then, guys, I guess we're going to try to fire it up and see if it shoots flames. All right, who wants to hold a camera while I try to start it? If it shoots flames, be sure you get right up on it, really get the burn, you know, and the smoke, and
to burn the camera.
Get the front side. I'm going to be over here in case we need to throw less.
move out the way here. All right. It don't sound like it's doing much. First try, are you kidding me? Come on. Come on. Boom. Boom. And she's ice cold. A little chatter. A little chattery. Choke should start opening up. I forgot I got to adjust the bowl. Yeah. It doesn't even smell too rich. It smells fine. Like it. I'm gonna see if it's gonna. There she goes. There she goes. Did it choke open? Oh man. First try. Got the distributor nailed. First try. She sounds really good.
Yeah.
Like really good. I think it's running right now.
I forgot we don't have an exhaust.
There is an exhaust. I put two Flowmasters on the headers and clamped them down real good.
It's way up there.
Oh man. Still idled way too high though. Wait. I turned it down and it made no difference.
Oh, did it?
We ought to put a vacuum gauge on it. I'd be curious to see if it's got any vacuum.
Right.
Vacuum gauge. Thank you, sir. Whee! its own. Way too high though. Way too high. Hear a little bit of valve chatter there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of, yeah, little valve chatter going on. Wow, that's actually a bit.
Yeah. But that has got one heck of a cam in it.
Yeah. I got the idle turned all the way down. That's as far down as it goes.
Wow.
That sounds like it's coming from the back.
Yeah.
But it's running. And I'm 90% certain it's running on all 8 cylinders.
The way it revs, I'll say yes.
Yeah, it revs out absolutely great. All right, well, let's take a listen to it over here, guys. This is where the sound is the best. It sounds so good. You're gonna drive it, right? You're driving? Go for it, man. We'll come get you if you break down. Take the camera. Goes away when you rev it.
Well, just the repetition of that cam speeds it up to the point where you can't hear it.
Yeah.
So you've got one back here, it sounds like it's getting close to coming off almost.
So we just need to drive it really hard. Foot all the way to the floor all the time.
That's right.
All right, well, it's running, it's idling on its own.
Yep.
Sounds good. Aside from the tippity-tappity from, yeah, I'm thinking it's from the very back. It sounds like it's,
Yeah. Here this side back, it's really bad. We've got some on the driver's side too.
and it hasn't backfired, shot flames,
Right.
and it's idling. All right, I'm gonna call that good. We're gonna shut her down. And the best part is, when this thing was running before,
Yeah.
black smoke. I mean, it'd fill this. It was
Yeah, I saw the video on that one.
Yeah, it was so.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it's
Fuel-wise, it's burning everything.
it's not bad. Just those valves. That's a little concerning.
Well, I mean, just adjust them and you'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. I say let's go grab something to eat before they close on us.
Sounds like a plan to
All
me.
right, let's do it. Well, it is the end of another day.
Yes.
And we're not going to tell anybody how your miserably came out. They're going to have to stay tuned to watch your video
Yeah, look at my smile. Isn't it believable?
because it runs, right?
Yeah.
I have no doubt. But I'm not going to give it away. So you guys just go on over to Monkey Wrench Mike's channel there and
Bring tissue because you're gonna cry like I am.
find out for yourself what happened. All right. So
Car, on the other hand,
this car came out, and the Z car. I filmed both these videos the same day. Man, we got everybody under the hood of this thing, and what took me like an hour of working, it went back together in like 20, 30 minutes.
it was fast.
Yeah, I got to start it up one more time.
Yeah.
Just one more.
It's gonna go.
Yeah, watch it shoot fireballs now. Now that but I mean, it's back together. The distributor seems pretty happy. It's in a good place. We've got it where it seems the happiest,
Yeah.
and there's still plenty of adjustment. That's the beautiful thing.
And that made a huge difference.
Yes.
You turned that a little bit, and that made a huge difference.
Yeah, I'm still confused over close to 200 psi in a good portion of the cylinders.
Yeah.
I have never seen an engine with that much compression before, and I think it's causing problems with my starter. Santa brought that up. Sometimes it kicks back, and Santa said when you still have all that compression in the cylinders, when you shut it off and then you try to start it back again, that compression's trying to push it the other direction. So I probably should ditch that and get a high torque mini starter.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the compression ratio of this thing is, but when it barks off, though, whoo, man, I still have to adjust the floats. I didn't get to that. Maybe I'll do that. It only takes a few minutes. Maybe I'll do that, but I'll do it off camera. I'll try to get the rear float is too high, so I need to drop that down. The front float is too low, and if you get on any type of an incline, it stalls out. Yeah, so I got to bring. I don't. If you look in that front sight glass, you probably can't even see. Yeah, it is. It needs adjustment. But the new plug wires, the new insulating boots and everything went on real nice. Everything went together right. I do need to add a vacuum line at some point I may just put it on ported for now and just see how it responds to that. If it doesn't like it, we can always cap off the pod and just leave it blank. But I'm thrilled.
You have to be thrilled. I mean,
Thrilled.
It ran so well, and it's such a beefy looking engine.
I need
It's mean.
somebody that can really fine-tune, and Santa said that he's got a guy that owns a speed shop. I've met him before. Maybe he'll come over here. We can pay him a little something, and he can come over here, and I'd rather someone with experience adjust my valves, because you can really destroy this engine if you do it wrong.
Yeah.
So maybe he can come over and kind of tune on the carburetor and the timing and set the valve lash. And then, I mean, if all goes well, man, after that, like, all I got to do is get it on the lift and adjust that shifter cable. I got to get that shifter cable installed properly. And as far as I know, she's ready to roll, man.
What do we say? Power Tour 2026.
26. The Z-Car 20... Was that 29?
Oh, 29? What are we up to now?
And then the Mustang was like... The blue Mustang was 27.
That's right.
And then what car was 28? One of them. One of...
Something.
The Cobra.
The Cobra.
The Cobra could be 28,
yes.
and yeah. So stay tuned, guys. We got, and then
Remember for that one.
that'll be 2030. Well,
After I'm dead.
2030, that car will be up and running and ready to go. Well, I'm going to try to fire it up one more time,
Yeah.
and just what time is it? It's 11 on a Sunday. It's early.
Keep the door closed.
It's early.
Don't hit the gas.
Don't hit the gas. Hopefully she doesn't bark off a flame. Let's see. Oh, no keys. I don't know.
These?
Yes. I was thinking maybe somebody accidentally took off with him. Oopsie. All right, let's see how she starts up, because she should be ice cold again. We went out to dinner and... Oh.
That didn't sound good.
What happened? There it is. There it is. She's idling on her own. Listen to that rumble. Oh my. Wow. All right. Well, yeah, is it?
No,
it's not smoking anymore?
That's good.
Hey, we're getting somewhere, man. Because usually that thing is just dumping vapor out of it like it's being flooded, and there's a possibility it is. I don't like that it was popping like that, man. It goes back to timing. It just seems like the timing is not right on it. But we have adjusted it and adjusted it and adjusted it, and
It's the sweet spot as far as we can.
as far as we can get it. Yeah, now maybe somebody else could tinker with it and make it a little better. When you get the vacuum dialed in and the timing and the carburetor, maybe when everything is dialed in perfectly, the valve lash is a big deal. Like, you really want your valves to be right, or you can't time it properly. You know what I mean? I'm going to call this a wrap, though, and I want to give a big shout out to everybody that came out today. Monkey Wrench Mike, if you don't know who he is, go check out his YouTube channel. I'll put a link below this video. Of course, Santa's Workshop, put a link down for him as well. Then Delbert is Everything Changes 23. We'll put him down below too. And then, of course, Courtney came and hung out with us. We did not get a YouTube channel for her. I got a feeling.
I bet she starts one.
I got a hunch that she's probably going to start a YouTube channel. There's plenty that you could do, you know, and I'm telling you, it is so much easier, I think, for females to make it, you know, really. So hopefully she does something and then we can give you guys her YouTube channel and you can blow her up and make her super famous and successful. And she'll be giving her subscribers links to our videos. Go check out Auto Auction Rebuilds, Monkey Wrench Mike.
She'll hit 1 million
Yeah.
like that.
Boom, done. Well, seriously, thank you to everybody for helping out. And if you guys have any insight or any comments, especially with compression being like between 190 and 200, I would just love to hear what you guys have to say about that. I know we didn't get to take it for a ride. I know everybody's probably really upset because I wanted to do the 10 mile. I need to remember, somebody commented and said when Two Guys Garage took this on a test drive, the passenger rear wheel was wobbling. So
now you tell me.
they after we've already like done burnouts, and they said please check the lug nuts and make sure everything is okay back there because the passenger rear wheel was wobbling when they took it.
One,
yeah,
sure.
and if you look at the lug nuts,
there's not much hanging on.
there's nothing there. So, and that's not a broken lug either. There's literally.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to need to get this back on the lift, get all 4 wheels in the air so we can. Yeah, that's concerning because there really is no.
That's like one turn and you're on.
Yeah,
Maybe 2.
that's bad. That's really bad. And I'll bet all 4 wheels are that way. Mm-hmm. And again, that's the problem because all of these have been changed out for disc brakes. And we don't know what wheels we don't know the dimensions of the wheels that need to be fitting on these. So you can fix that though by just pounding out the old lugs, getting some that are a little bit longer, and that should resolve the issue. And that may be what we have to do if we find out that all the lug nuts are basically, this long. But thanks to everybody that came out and helped today. Please, if you guys want to support their channels, check the links below the video and go subscribe to them. We would all appreciate it. It was a great day. We are going to come back in another video, and we're going to take her for a test drive. And hopefully, if I feel that the lug nuts are all safe, we can do the 10-mile run. Wouldn't that be something to take her after all these years, over 20 years off the road, being able to take it on a 10-mile drive? Maybe do a little burnout for the people, Just get tires a little smoky and
the wheels right off of it.
Well, right now you very well might just shear the freaking lug nuts right off of this thing. I think that's going to be it for the video, guys. We got to get out of here. So if you enjoy this type of content, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.